Back, award season is getting into high gear. We are just moments away now from learning which films and actors will get that coveted Oscar nomination this year. Leslie Streeter, a pop culture writer and columnist for the Palm Beach Post, joins us live this morning to give us some insider insights on the nominations and her predictions on the winners. Welcome.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm great. This is exciting.
It's so fun.
We will be watching it along with all of you. We have not been tipped off. There's no sort of media feed or anything like that, right?
Not at all. It's going to be, we'll all learn together like a family.
Any quick predictions so we can call you a genius after we hear the winners here?
I'm thinking Social Network is going to do very well in the nominations. I think that Black Swan will do very well in nominations. True Grit, which did not do real well in the Golden Globes overall nomination-wise,
all right,
I think is going to do better.
All right, here we go. Let's listen now, Leslie, and see what they say.
Good morning. I'm Tom Scherr, President of the Academy. Welcome to our home. We've got some big news to announce this morning, and to help me, I'm very happy to welcome Academy Award winner Mo'Nique.
Thank you, Tom.
Welcome, Mo'Nique.
And good morning, everyone.
The 2010 nominees for Best Performance by an Actress in a Supporting Role are Amy Adams in The Fighter, Helen Bonham Carter in The King's Speech, Melissa Leo in The Fighter, Haley Steinfeld in True Grit, and Jackie Weaver in The Animal Kingdom. Mo'Nique?
Thank you. For Best Performance by an Actor in a Supporting Role, the nominees are Christian Bale in The Fighter, John Hawkes in Winter's Bone, Jeremy Renner in The Town, Mark Ruffalo in The Kids Are All Right, and Jeffrey Rush in The King's Speech.
For Best Performance by an Actress in a Leading Role, the nominees are Annette Bening in The Kids Are All Right, Nicole Kidman in Rabbit Hole, Jennifer Lawrence in Winter's Bone, Natalie Portman in The Black Swan, and Michelle Williams in Blue Valentine.
The nominees for Best Performance by an Actor in a Leading Role are Javier Bardem in Beautiful, Jeff Bridges in True Grit, Jesse Eisenberg in The Social Network, Colin Firth in The King's Speech, and James Franco in 127 Hours.
For Best Achievement in Directing, Darren Aronofsky for Black Swan, David O. Russell for The Fighter, Tom Hooper for The King's Speech, David Fincher for The Social Network, and Joel Cohen and Ethan Cohen for True Grit.
For Best Original Screenplay, the nominees are Mike Leigh for Another Year, Scott Silver, Paul Tomasi, Eric Johnson, and Keith Dorrington for The Fighter, Christopher Nolan for Inception, Lisa Cholodinko and Stuart Blumberg for The Kids Are All Right, and David Seiler for The King's Speech.
For Adapted Screenplay, we have Danny Boyle and Simon Beaufoy for 127 Hours, Aaron Sorkin for The Social Network, Michael Arndt, John Lasseter, Andrew Stanton, and Lee Unkrich for Toy Story 3, Joel Cohen and Ethan Cohen for True Grit, and Deborah Granick and Anne Rossellini for Winter's Bone.
For Best Foreign Film Language, for Best Foreign Language Film, we have from Mexico, Beautiful, from Greece, from Denmark, In a Better World, from Canada, Encendi, and from Algeria, Outside the Law.
For Best Animated Feature Film, the nominees are How to Train Your Dragon, Chris Sanders and Dean Dubois, The Illusionist, Sylvain Chomet, and Toy Story 3, Lee Unkrich.
And finally, I'm pleased to announce that the 10 films selected as the Best Picture nominees for 2010 are Black Swan, Mike Medavoy, Ron Oliver, and Scott Franklin, producers. The Fighter, David Hoberman, Todd Lieberman, and Mark Wahlberg, producers. Inception, Emma Thomas and Christopher Nolan, producers. The Kids Are All Right, Gary Gilbert, Jeffrey Leverhent, and Celine Rattray, producers. The King's Speech, Ian Canning, Emil Sherman, and Garth Ewan, producers. 127 Hours, Christian Colson, Danny Boyle, and John Smithson, producers. The Social Network, Scott Rudin, Dana Brunetti, Michael DeLuca, and Sion Chafin, producers. Toy Story 3, Darla K. Anderson, producer. True Grit, Scott Rudin, Ethan Cohen, and Joel Cohen, producers. And Winter's Bone, Ann Rossellini and Alex Madigan Yorkin, producers.
You're invited to join us on February 27th when we celebrate the very best that movies have to offer. We'll see you then. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so there you have it. We've been watching it right along with you. Very exciting. Leslie Streeter from the Palm Beach Post here with us to break all this down. Anything that caught you by surprise?
Well, no real surprises, but to me the most exciting thing I was very excited about, I don't know if you saw The Fighter, but Melissa Leo and Amy Adams both got nominated for Best Supporting Actress. That was my favorite movie of the year.
Liked that one.
I
Yeah.
loved it, and Amy Adams was so spunky and awesome, and that she can do that and play a Disney princess shows that she's got real range. She's like beating people up on the porch and stuff, and it's awesome. Also, that 127 Hours, James Franco, as you know, is going to be co-hosting with Natalie Portman, who is also with Anne Hathaway. And and he's nominated for Best Actor, and the movie is nominated for Best Picture. So that's going to be kind of some interesting logistics, having him go back and forth. So.
Now, you sort of pumped your fists when you heard Toy Story 3 in there for the biggie.
Well, what I thought was neat is, and that's been predicted, once again, it's not a surprise, but to have an animated film that is so well made, so beloved, obviously, it's the end of the trilogy, and to be nominated both as Best Animated Film and for Best Picture, I thought was so wonderful.
Yeah.
And it's worthy of that.
No real surprise with Natalie Portman, of course, having won the Golden Globe.
Absolutely.
And probably a dogfight, would you say, between Eisenberg and Firth for Best Actor?
I think so. It would be interesting if Jesse Eisenberg won. I mean, Colin Firth, he's British, he's got the accent, he's cute, he's Mr. Darcy. Everyone's kind of used to, he's the kind of guy that gets nominated for an Oscar.
For sure.
James Franco, is that kind of guy like Jesse Eisenberg. He's kind of, he's American, he's kind of scruffy, but he's been around for a while. He's hosting it.
Okay.
Jesse Eisenberg has been around for a while, but the movie it's so current.
Yeah.
It's so what's happening right now, and it's so exciting to me.
Relatable.
It's so relatable, and it's so exciting to me that has been nominated and recognized as such an important movie.
All right. So here's your platform. Best Picture, according to you, Leslie Streeter.
Okay, I think that Black Swan is going to win.
Okay.
But I think I would love True Grit to win. That's or The Fighter, just sentimentally.
Okay.
But I think Black Swan or Social Network.
Okay, those are her picks. Very good. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
This was a lot of fun. Hopefully we can have you back as we get closer.
Love to.
And we'll do the recap. So thank you so much. The Oscars, of course, will be handed out February 27th. And